addiction and autism and your story. So what came first?
I'm specifically an alcoholic, so I started drinking in high school. Like as soon as I was able to start drinking, I started drinking.
Yeah. You know what? Can I just say, Jenna, you're an autistic mum with an autistic son, talking to me about addiction. You understand, right, how brave that is, right? You get that, right? You're a brave woman. You understand that. You're courageous and strong and brave. You get that, right? Before we get to treatment stuff, let's go all the way back. You're a teenager in high school. Why? Why, Jenna? Why did you turn to alcohol? What did it help you with? What did it do? If you look back now, why do you think you did that?
So it's kind of funny because I have a lot of friends that are sober now as well, and a lot of them will say something like it helped them to like interact with other people. And for me, it was like, that is like exactly like the statement is it like it felt like I could finally breathe. Because like my whole life, and I'm really good at like mimicking another person when it's just like me and one person. So I can like mimic what another person is doing and I feel comfortable doing that when it's just me and one person. But as soon as you like introduce a second person, I'm like, well, which person am I supposed to be like? And that really kind of messes me up a little bit, and it starts to get like very overwhelming. I get like, very stressed out. A lot of the times I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. I didn't have a lot of friends before high school, to be honest. I was really good at like the bookwork and the routine of school, but not so much the socialization aspect. And like I was finally able to not care that I wasn't good at the socialization aspect, which I think is probably, once I started drinking, I didn't care that I wasn't good at socialization. I had started to like really go into myself and like, I mean, I started to like, it made it easier to be friends with other people, but just like I didn't care if they thought I was weird, because I was always a little weird.
Well, you weren't weird. You were autistic,
Yeah.
remember? Okay, and here's the thing, right? Okay, so it kind of numbed the anxiety or the self-consciousness. I understand that. But do you think in a way it somehow made you be able to be something that you couldn't be without it? The only reason why I ask this, Jenna, is because I remember when I was younger, I never would like to go out. But if I ever had to go out with like work people or something, and, you know, they'd always be like, oh, you know, get a Ryan a drink because he'll be really funny. Right? So for some reason, if I have a drink or two, I'm funny at a level that they think is like a circus act. Like I'm funnier than I normally am in like a more outrageous way. And that was to them, you know, now I look back, I was just a monkey, a trained monkey, right, doing a show for them, yeah? But can you relate to that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I did a lot of my like work is in the marketing field, and you kind of have to be like this like high level of energy in marketing, because it's like basically the same as, it's kind of like sales. And like I just wanted to like dive into data, but just to like interact with people and like sell the company that I was working for or something, I would have to drink to like match their level, kind of. And I'm not very like outgoing. I think I'm definitely more introverted, and to be able to like see that big picture, I kind of needed to drink, because I kind of focus on the details.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely to be able to like talk to people and to like feel, I guess, what neurotypical people feel like on a daily basis, or what I imagine they feel like on a daily basis. I needed like at least like one or two drinks to just kind of like belay my feelings.